Hey guys, I'm here in Dundalk, Maryland, not far from where the Key Bridge was. You see a lot of people hanging out over here, taking pictures and all, so we're gonna see what it looks like over here. This is probably my best vantage point, so we're gonna see all of the see it right over here.
That way when you now zoom it out, it will.
Probably the best view right there.
Sorry.
Hey guys, yours truly, Kevin Grace. I'm here in Dundalk, Maryland. As you saw, I did some other vantage points of the bridge. I got the back part of the boat. That was from Fort Smallwood Park, and also a community not too far away from the park that was a little bit closer. So you saw the back end of it. Now I'm going to show you a different view of it. You'll see the bridge actually from here. So we're actually on Dundalk Avenue and I guess Broding Highway. There's a lot of people that are behind me looking at the same scene, and some people also left some flowers, as you can see right here. It's a nice little monument. But over here you can see the shipyard, and right there you'll see the bridge. As you can see, that's the bridge there, and then here's the trellis there in the water, and the other part of it as well. So this is as close as I'm going to get. As you can see, there's people looking at the bridge as well. So like I said, this is probably the best view that you're going to get. And as you can see, there's a ship straight ahead over here waiting to dock into the bay, actually into port, I should say. See those structures over there are the cranes. So once they break those into pieces, they can put them on a barge and clear out that passageway for some other ships to get through the channel there.
Hey, I'm Tina, and I was born here, raised here, and I remember this wonderful piece of my history being built. And I said I was 4 years old when it started being built, and when the Key Bridge was open, my family was one of the first ones to go across. We used to go across and take this as our start to our journey to Ocean City. My father used to take us across there quite frequently. And yeah, it was a blessing. I remember paying $1 to go across each way. Not that now, but
You said it's about $6 now?
yes, like $6 now. And now to see it in such ruins. I remember that night. Well, I wasn't awake when it happened. My husband was. He said he heard a loud boom. He said he heard what sounded like rolling thunder, and then he felt the whole house shake. He said then he thought it was just one of the trucks up and down Dundalk Avenue, and he said then he got tired, he dozed off to sleep, and I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning and turned on my news like I always do, and I shook him and asked him if he knew what that was, and he says no. I said, look at the TV. Told him the Key Bridge is gone, and we both sat up and cried. So, and that was how it went. I've been coming here every day ever since, just to see what's going on, and I go home and cry every day.
Well, make mention about, you said the power lines. Initially, there were power
Yes.
lines underneath the
But
bridge.
there's actually gas lines underneath where they're trying to take care of the wreckage now, and they have to be very careful because they're making mention of that now on social media. There's high voltage power lines and gas lines that they have to be very careful of, because if they hit those, that's going to affect all of us around this whole area. So, we have messages coming through from police telling everybody that's over on the other side that they want everybody on this side that's on the other side. People going on the side where the trains come across. There are trains that come across right here in front of these tracks here. There's trains that run here every day, several times a day, and people are being crazy enough to go over there to try to get better pictures when, as you can see, we have a nice view from where we're at. But
So tell us about the port, all the stuff that comes through here, and
well, as you can see, there's cars, there's train stuff, there's farm equipment, tractors, there's actually helicopter bodies and stuff.
You don't want to mess with them guys, man. They're assholes.
And you can see there's all kinds of equipment. We have food coming through here. You name it, it comes through here. So there's even stuff that we don't want to know about probably coming through here. But you name it, comes through.
hey guys, yours truly, Kevin Grace. I'm here in Baltimore. I found another great vantage point to see the Key Bridge. Yesterday when I was in Dundalk, Maryland, on Dundalk Boulevard, someone had suggested coming over here by the Amazon distribution center. So I'm right here on Bethlehem Boulevard and Cold Mill Road, and right behind me is probably the best view you're going to see of this. You can see the cargo ship and the trellis of the Key Bridge right in front of me. Now this bridge, of course, is spanned at 1.6 miles, and it was construction started in 1972. And the bridge opened March the 24th, 1977. So right in front of you is a cargo ship, and of course you see one of the trellises and the bridge right there. And here's the other part of the bridge. But like I said, this is going to be the best view, and you see the cargo ship. The other views I was showing you were from Fort Smallwood Park, and you had the bow of the boat, the stern of the boat, and you really couldn't see everything. And yesterday you could see some of the trellis and all that, but this is probably the best that you're gonna see it, unless I'm in an aerial vehicle, helicopter or plane. So they're saying that it'll take 2 to 3 years to rebuild this bridge, and Baltimore is a major port for imported automobiles. We're #1 in the East Coast for distribution of that. You have Domino Sugar, you have the sugar boats coming in, and there's other goods and services as well as farm equipment. A lot of that comes through here. So they're trying to clear the debris of the bridge so they can open up the channel for these ships to come through, whether it be cruise ships and some other cargo ships as well, chemicals as well. And that bridge also, a lot of trucks would take that if they had hazmat items that could not go through the tunnels, Fort McHenry or the harbor tunnel, with chemicals. So this is the bridge that they would take. But right in front of you is the Merrick cargo ship that wound up hitting the Key Bridge. And this bridge is named in honor of Francis Scott Key, who wrote the Star Spangled Banner, which became our national anthem. He was on a boat when a British ship held captive, and he saw the bombardment of Fort McHenry, and in the twilight in the morning he still saw the American flag waving, and he was inspired to write the Star Spangled Banner. Now, that bridge is near the area where that British ship was, and they do have a red, white, and blue buoy with stars that they put out there to mark the area where the ship was.